guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, the last time you saw me was show day when I won my placing, and this bad boy. Still cannot believe that this is mine, as well as these medals, first place gold medals and trophies. Cannot believe it. So since then, I've taken a little break from YouTube. To be honest, the reason is because I really struggled, and I did try to film this YouTube video not long ago, twice. I said it was a technical issue, but I will be honest and I lied. I just couldn't, I wasn't ready to post that that YouTube video about why I was struggling. It was very difficult for me the last 3 weeks from my first show into the British finals. I struggled mentally a lot. I had a lot of self-doubt, and all in all, I wasn't having a good time. I was very close to quitting prep. It got to the point where I wrote the message out to Tom, and I was literally about to send him, look, I can't do this anymore. Luckily I had Beth to basically be like, Snaya, come on. She was very honest with what she said. She knew that I'd be very disappointed if I didn't do it, but either way she'll support my decision because she knows I'm going through a rough time. So honestly, if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have done the British final, and I probably wouldn't have won this, which I still to this day cannot believe it. Also, you can tell that I'm out of a prep now because my chubby cheeks have come back. If I didn't listen to Beth and my gut instincts, and if I didn't grind, and if I didn't get through the tough days, and if I didn't just do it, I wouldn't have gotten this. I somehow, can I just do a comparison of like how big it is compared to this? Are you ready? It's quite heavy. Oh, ow. So yeah, if you didn't know, I'll get a close-up of what it says on the trophy. Can you see? British champion. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, huh? I turned into a PCA British champ. Just, and I'm gonna insert some clips now of the show day.
Come on, Isha!
Any pose of your choice from the side.
Come on.
Posing from the rear, arms overhead, hands open. Any pose of your choice from the side.
Yes, girl! Come on! Oh, yeah! On it!
And an additional shot from the front.
Yes! Hold it!
And relax. Thank
Yes! Yummy!
And relax. Thank you. Audience members, can we have? here, athlete number 155, Ella. In second place, athlete number 158, Megan. And your winner coming back to compete at the end for the overall title, athlete 156, Sania. Can we have a final pose from your top 3 competitors? Ladies, any shot of your choice. 158, please turn your medal. Thank you. Competitors, any shot of your choice.
You fucking did it! Awesome!
And one more shot, please. And just your own British champion. Second and third, if you would like to make your way off stage.
But that was show day. I didn't film because I just wanted to enjoy the day. Everything was pretty much exactly the same run as the last video, which was my PCA first timers, and it really wouldn't have been much different apart from I would have won the British champ title. But you guys can see the footage here today. It's just not, you're not seeing backstage and stuff. I am a British champ. Like, what? I was sorry about my ugly nails. This close. What the fuck on my hand? This close to quitting. That close. And to think we went in there going, I literally went in there saying top 3, I'd be so happy. Top 6, I would be happy. I was like, I'll be over the moon if I get top 3, and they called out my number 156 as the British champ, and I was like, oh my god. As you can also see, I was sharing the stage with Ella, which was such a dream. We dreamed about that day for so long. We were like, oh my god, imagine if we're gonna be on stage together, the stage photos, oh my god. Like, imagine we're gonna be there having fun. And you know what, that was the best stage experience I've ever had. It was fun, I felt comfortable, I felt confident next to her. I just loved it. Like, I really, really enjoyed myself. Yeah, that's an update from me. Really long fucking intro, but in today's video you saw that I did 20 minutes of cardio. It's a non-training day today. I do have work later, so I thought I'd basically just take you through my day and tell you honestly how I feel about post-show. But I've spoken a lot for now, so I'm not going to talk about post-show right now. I'll talk about it later on through the day. But yes, I had my first meal. So in a rest day, I have 50 grams of carbs in each meal, spread out between 5 meals. Then I have 33 grams of protein, again, spread out between each meal. And then 13 grams of fat, spread out again within each meal. So my total macros for today is, let me find it. Me and Tom talk way too much, so I have to scroll so far, and he sent me my plan literally Tuesday. My calorie, so my non-training day diet is 220. I've still got prep brain, still not recovered. My total calories on a non-training day is 2,245, and my protein is 165, my carb is 250, and my fat is 65. I'm doing 8,000 steps, 20 minutes on the bike on a non-training day. And that is pretty much it. Today is a cheat meal day because I got legs to mock row, and I'm allowed to have a cheat meal on the day before legs. So I'm having 4 meals the same, and then I am taking my last meal out and having my cheat meal then. So I have work today until 11:30, so I'm gonna be probably having my cheat meal at work. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I really don't even know what I'm gonna have yet. I'm not sure. As you can tell, my food focus is really low, and I have no food focus whatsoever. If you didn't catch on to the sarcasm, my food focus is very fucking high post-show. My appetite is really fucking high. I don't think I've ever been full since the show. I could just eat and 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 eat. What a season! What a season! Whoa! And I've got my own little mantle. What a fucking season. Anyway, I will see you soon. I've just come back from the shop and I'm gonna make my next meal, which is cream of rice, whey, some dark chocolate. But guys, I have come to realise I've actually been making my cream of rice wrong, and there is a better way of making a better consistency, and that is with a motherfucking whisk. Honestly, it's a game changer. I've got some water in. I just eye it these days and then top up when needed. Honestly, I used to just use a fork and then stir it with a spoon when it goes into the microwave. But this whisk technique, I saw it on Georgie's and I thought, oh no, I can't be asked for that. Beth does it, but then I tried it at home and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I went through the whole entire prep with that. This is the secret weapon. I'm also doing my whey slightly different because I got shown this from Ella, and again, I cannot believe I didn't do this before. So I've got 50 gram of whey, which I'm meant to have on this meal. So I'm gonna put 40 in here to make a whey pancake. So you basically make a paste. 40, come on. Then, what, are you guys seeing this? I'm gonna leave it like that. I think there is something wrong with that. Then, you get baking powder. Pop about half a teaspoon in. Then you get some salt. Make it into a paste. So I've learnt the more runny the paste, the flatter the pancake, even with the baking powder, the thicker, the fluffier it is. So I kind of go for like a happy medium, and then you literally just make a pancake up. I should start a series saying cook with Sanaya. So first you want to get a non-stick pan with fry light, heat it up, and then you'll get the whey paste once that's heated. You'll have to excuse the dirty hob, it's not my turn to clean, or Beth, it's Harry's. So you get your whey paste with the baking powder and stuff, and then turn the heat down a little bit, now the pan's heated, and pop it in the pan. Then what I do is I like to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and then you leave it to cook, and then I'll show you. Okay, I think it's ready to flip. Ready? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Lovely, jubbly. Meal time. So it is 10 to 4. I have work at 6. So I've literally, the last couple of hours, I've just been doing uni work and just some research and stuff, literally just down here. So in today's meal, oh, it just looks so good. I've got pasta, chicken, mushrooms, peppers, green beans, spinach, courgette, and the fat sauce I've used for this is sesame oil and also some cheese on the top. And then obviously some like tomato pasta sauce, which, oh my god, just look at it. Honestly, I'm a chef. I actually think I should do my own little cookbook. But for the rest of the day, I'm literally just gonna eat this. I've got so many steps done where I went into town and got some stuff, but I'm literally just gonna eat this, prep one meal, meal 4, because then I've got my cheat tonight and I still don't know what I'm gonna have. I need to make a decision. I really don't have a clue. I'm gonna have a think about it and then decide, because I might fancy this now and then fancy something later, and we'll see. But just finished. Ooh. Just finished my food, but I thought I would just come on here and do like a true honest report on post show. I haven't got a tripod for my new camera yet, so I'm like using this thing to hold it. So yes, a true honest report on post-show. I look well geeky. Not gonna lie, in terms of happiness in my physique, let's call it, I am extremely happy. I may not be lean. I may have put on more weight than maybe Tom expected / wanted in the first week. And I may be looking softer, watery, and probably not like a British champ. However, I like this look. I look healthy, I look fed, I look like a normal 21-year-old. Personally for me, I have an understanding that if I eat all this food, I am very, very, very aware of the consequences of this food, and it is just about control that currently I don't have. So I had 1 week off and we did like devolume sessions. We're still not taking sessions truly to failure currently, because there's no way that 1 week of a devolume and eat whatever you want will actually result in you recovering straight away, especially with a 24-week prep. So we're still taking it easy. But with a week off, having my birthday, it's expected that my physique was going to be a lot softer, watery, and not exactly stage ready. But I was so aware of that, and I think the last couple of weeks of my prep, I was so concerned about my health. Because my hair was falling out, I obviously hadn't had my period, my hormones were everywhere, my emotions were everywhere, my hair was falling out in literal clumps, like when I mean literal, and it still is. If I have a photo, I'll pop it here. I was not okay in terms of health, especially my mental health, and to be honest, I wanted, as soon as I got off that stage, I just knew it was going to be my road to health. We're trying to get my period back. We're trying to sort out my hair loss issue. I've already got my personality back, and that's one thing I was really, really worried about. So in everything apart from my physique, I am literally like pretty much on the road to getting better, and I think that's why I'm okay with how I look at the moment, because obviously I do not look the best. Some people have done post-show a lot better, some people have done it a lot worse. I say worse, but we all do post-show differently. But in terms of my physique, I don't look at myself and go, oh, I want to be lean again, because I don't, because I didn't enjoy it. Like, it's not enjoyable. Like, prep is a prep, you do it for a competition, the whole competition side of it is enjoyable, but the prep itself, the last couple of weeks, being that lean is not fun. It's not. Like, you don't do a prep because it's like really, really, really fun and it's really easy to do. You don't. You do it because you love the sport, you want to win, you want to bring your best physique, and this is why, you know, this is why you're only stage ready on the day. It's not maintainable, and I'm so aware of that, and I'm so focused on my health that if more food and getting softer means health, road to health, then I am all for it. Obviously, I do miss my abs, I do miss some of my veins, I do miss my upper body definition. You will. But at the same time, like I said, I'm so focused on just getting healthier and better that kind of doesn't really bother me as much. In terms of food focus, I'm struggling. I am struggling, I will admit. I tried to stay on plan. So started the plan strictly on Monday. Where's my phone? And this is where I wasn't going to have an off-plan meal at the evening, because what I was doing, I was sticking to the macros for the first 3 meals, and then I'd be with Reese like before so I have meal 1, 2 and 3 within my macros as planned, and then we'd train, me and Reese would train, and then we would take the 2 meals out post training. We'd have like a cheat. So one time we had a burrito, one time on last Friday he took me out for my birthday and we had Thai food and loads of brownies and ice cream, which was really nice. So we did that, and then from Monday it was right, let's stick to meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm telling you, I really did try. I say I really did try. I would, if I tried hard enough, I wouldn't have eaten it, but just mentally, you're like constantly like, you never say, you're not even satiated. You could have all the food in the world, but trust me, you will never be full. Like, I think one day I consumed like 10,000 calories when I had a week off, and I still wasn't full. I was hurting, my stomach was hurting, like my body was telling me to stop, but mentally I was like, I'm still hungry. Like, you become so, what's the word, ravenous, I don't really know. I really struggled, and basically I'd have my meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I was also at home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, being in an environment where no one tracks their food, no one cares about what they eat, they cook everything in oil. Like, there's no sense of like understanding, there's no plan, nothing. It's very difficult because they have food everywhere, sweets, crisps, biscuits, chocolates, cake. It was everywhere in the house, and when you're as food focused as I am at the moment, I would eat my food and I'll be laid in bed and I'll go, there's cake downstairs. There's biscuits downstairs. I'm sure like if I just have one biscuit, it's okay. And then I saw the cinnamon cereal. Oh my God, they had the cinnamon cereal. And if you haven't had the cinnamon cereal before, try it, you'll understand it. And I made excuses to go downstairs. I just couldn't help it. I just was like, it's fine. I convinced myself in my head, I was like, it's fine. I was like, it doesn't matter. I was like, you don't even have a prep. You're not even prepping, like, doesn't matter. Have a bowl of cereal. Had a bowl of cereal. My brother then was like, oh, I'm having some slices of this cake. Would you like some? And I was like, oh, no, I shouldn't. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, no. He was like, it's so nice. You need to try it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I will. Like, I've said no for the last 6 months. I'm not going to say no now. And it just got to that point, you know, where it's like you were making excuses up in your head that you think it's okay. And yeah, it is difficult and it is hard to get structured and strict with yourself again when you've been so restricted before. But there is... And then I did it again the next day when I said I was going to be good. But the thing is, guys, I was getting to an unhealthy loop, because once I did that, the next day I reduced some of my carbs, reduced all of my fats, and did 50 minutes of cardio without asking Tom, because I felt bad and guilty about doing it, and I just wanted to make up for it. And then I did that the next day, so I reduced it and whatever. I was like, right, maybe I have an off-plan meal. It was my last day at home, so I asked my brother, I was like, do you want an Indian? And that would be the decider if I have an off-plan meal or not. And he was like, no, I'm going out for dinner. And I was like, oh, okay. And I got really sad because I was hoping he would have said yes so I can have an off-plan meal. And I was like, in my head, I was fighting with myself. I was like, should I, shouldn't I? I was in Tesco's. I was like, I need a spaghetti anyway. So I was in Tesco's, I was like, I'm only in here to get spaghetti tonight, just go and get spaghetti, like that's all you need, in and out. I found myself looking at pizzas, wraps, cereal, chocolate bars. I was like, right, I'm gonna have a pizza. I was like, I'm sure if I don't have my last 2 meals, I can make up the calories with pizza. I was like, I'll just have my calories in pizza. And it was just like, I was looking at pizza and then I was like, no, I shouldn't. And then I look back and then I wouldn't. And then I would look at like these crisps. I was like, and then I was like, right, so now you're running yourself crazy. You're fighting with yourself. You need to sort yourself out. You are being silly. But I couldn't help it. I genuinely, like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I couldn't help but resist, but then want, then resist and then want. And then I had to have a medium with myself. I couldn't walk out that store without something. Like, I don't know what was going on with me. I've never been this food focused before in my life. And it is literally just down to being restricted for 6 months, you know. Your doors have been opened wide open, because in a way, like, you're not really prepping for anything anymore. Even though this whole phase, this part of the phase post-show does set you up for a good off-season, in a way you're like, that's not as big of a goal as like a show, you know? Then went to the chocolate bar counter and I looked at pretty much every single chocolate bar that I fancied, checked the calorie content, and I got the lowest calorie content I wanted, because it was either a chocolate bar or I was gonna have a whole pizza, fries and a dessert. And I was like, right, if I stay on plan, but I just have a chocolate bar, then I know that I would have done a happy medium. I would have only consumed this many calories and also had the right macros, which is just me trying to make what I'm just trying to make up excuses to what, like, getting something off plan and eating something sweet. So I ended up buying a crunchy bar and eating it. I also then ate my last 2 meals, but then in bed again I was like, I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. And then I was like, no, you don't need anything, let's just go to bed. I was asleep. I was like, I'm still hungry. And I remembered that I pre-cooked rice for my meal tomorrow. And I was like, there's rice downstairs. And I was like, no. I was like, it's fine, it's only rice. It's, you know, it's a carb source that I have anyway. I've cooked it well, it's not dirty. So I went downstairs, put loads of soy sauce and barbecue sauce on it, and I ate it. At this point, I literally laid in bed after I ate it, and I was like, this is not okay, because I was in my head, after that I was thinking, right, I'm gonna have to do cardio again tomorrow. I'm gonna have to cut out like 2 meals tomorrow to make up for what I've just eaten. And honestly, it was just an absolute bad cycle, and it's a cycle I didn't want to get deep into. Luckily, those were the only 2 days that I had done it. And I just knew straight away, I was like, Sna, you're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. You need to get on it. Like, do not have this, do not get a bad relationship with food. Do not be silly. We need to speak to Tom. Do not compensate for your bad choices. So I messaged Tom. I'll read the message out to you. Morning, hope you're all good. I won't lie, actually sticking to a plan and deviating has been quite hard. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy, even though, to be honest, I thought it would be. My food focus is at an ultimate high. I can't stop thinking about snacking. I don't want it to become unhealthy, but because I had extra food the night before, I took out 50 grams of carb and didn't directly put any fats in my meals yesterday. I also did 50 minutes of cardio. Then yesterday I was in Tesco's literally fighting with myself, telling myself not to get anything else, and I found myself looking at every single calorie on a packet. I almost got takeaway but didn't, but I did get a crunchy and I had extra bowl of rice. I don't feel out of control, but I feel like it's getting there. I don't feel this undeniable guilt of the look of my body because of it, which is good. I just don't want to get out of control and have a bad relationship with food. I'm not quite sure what to do with my food today, because I was just going to take out 50 grams of carb and then also the bowl of rice carb intake from today's food. Thoughts? Being home definitely doesn't help. Going home today, so maybe there's going to be a difference. And there definitely was a difference. And this was Tom's response.
Getting better and better with your food. You know, focus will start dying off, and by the time you know it, by the time food's jacked up to a good, healthy range, and we will be increasing the food every week, by the time we get up to that point, you're literally going to be looking back at it going, you're literally going to be looking back at this going, oh, bloody hell, yeah, I was food focused. Now, I can't be fucked to eat this rice. Like, I don't want to eat a fucking chocolate bar, let alone my fucking rice sitting in front of me. So you're not going to have a bad relationship with food, but you need to be mindful that the more controlled you can be now, the more locked in and focused you can be now, the better you will be. I remember we spoke about this where we were going to start implementing, slowly start phasing you over to a sort of a set plan. Start with macros so that you can just sort of control it a bit, and go from there. But it's up to you. However you want to set up your food is down to how you go about it. Just try and make sure that your meals are as absolutely fitting as possible. But remember, because you're so hungry at the moment from the hunger triggering, you're not going to be able to fill yourself up no matter what you eat. If you ate 17 fucking crumpets or 102 bagels or something over the space of a week or whatever, you're still going to be hungry. So just control it as best as humanly possible. And remember that as soon as you're home, you'll be better. And as soon as every single week, it's just going to get easier and easier and easier. So the more you can last out, the better. And this will ultimately determine how your off-season goes. And we've got big goals ahead of us, mate. So just do the best that you can here.
He then told me, he basically said to me that we're doing the exact same, we're going straight back onto plan. He was like, don't take anything out. He was like, just go on your macros as normal today. He was like, ultimately this is your first time doing it, so it will be hard. Apparently it gets easier each time, which I'm so happy about. But yes, such a long story, but that is how my food focus is at the moment. It is very bad. It is now Thursday. I had yesterday on plan and it was hard not to have anything, but it felt good. I felt a sense of accomplishment. Today, I am on a rest day. I've kept on plan, not deviated whatsoever. I am having that off-plan meal, but that is within my plan. So yeah, so far so good. Again, still thinking about all the food I can have, still making my food as voluminous as I can as possible. Still don't feel full, not even really satiated, but although I'm not having issues with my body, I'm having issues with food focus at the moment, so we're trying to get that under control. But yes, that is a 15 to however long this is minute conversation on how I'm feeling. I hope everyone and anyone, if you know, like if you're going through the same thing, like you can do this. Like you just need to be honest and speak to your coach, speak to anyone who can help you. If you want to speak to me, my DMs are always open and we can talk about our experiences together, and just be there for each other. But yeah, it is hard. Like post-show is really, really hard. It's definitely not explainable. You can explain it 100 times to someone, but you won't truly understand it, I suppose, until you go through it. It's definitely not spoken about because it is seen as a weakness. I suppose. But yeah, it is a thing, and we need to normalise it and do our best to be in control, basically.
We're gonna be watching me eat. Oh no.
So as you can see, I am at work, and I'm about to have a meal for, they're taking the piss out of me because I do YouTube, but I'm just gonna do me. So here we have, I was meant to have chicken, but I ran out of chicken. I forgot to defrost it, so I've got, what is it? Beef mince with rice, and also some smoky barbecue sauce.
She looked at me as if I know the answers, like I was there when she looked at me.
Whoa, that's such a close-up. Anyway, I am going to enjoy it, and then my next meal will be my off-plan meal, which I haven't decided. You'll find out later. I've decided to go for a Domino's. Yes, we're at work. So I got, what's this one? American Hot. The lighting's well shit. There we are, there we go. Oh my goodness, wow. And then we got wedges. Oh, the best bit. Oh, no, these are my cookies. And then garlic.
Which is weird because they put tomato sauce, right, on their garlic bread, and I think that's strange.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's just a pizza then.
I
That's
know, but they do it with like extra garlic and shit, but I think it's always weird.
Weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna feast into this and I'll see you after I've eaten it. So it is